CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 11 of Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Last time, we blew up a dam with a helicopter, we blew up a spice grinder with a TNT barrel, and then we stole Rupee. So that way, basically, we could get more TNT, so that way we could blow up Rajan's temple door, release all the water into the grotto itself, and then we beat up Rajan, only for Sly and Murray to get arrested along with Carmelita by the Contessa after Neela betrayed them. Yeah, basically Neela, she was thinking to herself, you know what, yeah, we're not doing that day, I'm not doing that day, I'm not going down that path, I'm not being the third wheel love interest. So now we're moving on to episode 4, Jailbreak.
It took a sleepless week of data crunching, but I eventually tracked down the location of my friends, locked away in the mysterious towers of Prague. At the moment, they're the unwilling guests of Interpol's most renowned prison warden, the Contessa. While still a criminal psychology student, she entered into a whirlwind romance and married a wealthy aristocrat. Sadly, the union was short-lived, as the general suspiciously died a few weeks after the ceremony. The widowed Contessa put her education and newly acquired estate to work by opening a criminal rehabilitation center. Her pioneering use of hypnotherapy has produced some good results, and subsequently earned her a prominent position within Interpol. My friends are locked up somewhere in the clinic and are slated for the Contessa's Good Samaritan brainwashing. If I don't bust them out soon, they'll be working a 9-to-5 job selling shoes, and I'll be out two best friends.
Bentley saves the gang in Jailbreak. Yeah, basically, just this is the Sly Cooper version of just you're going to Brazil meme. You're going to Bohemia. You don't want to go to Bohemia, but darn it, you're going to Bohemia. Anyways, yeah, basically, just this place, just red skies. There is no daytime in the Czech Republic. There is no day in Prague. So, anyways. New gadgets this time around. We got the Adrenaline Burst, which gives Bentley a high boost of speed. Atlas Strength, which is very nice, though we can't use that with Murray in this chapter. And Alarm Clock, which we are going to need to buy later down the line. So let's just buy all this. Atlas Strength. Adrenaline Boost. And we'll buy the Alarm Clock later.
I should make my way over to the Contessa's house. Maybe I'll pick up a few leads on the location of Sly and Murray.
Yeah, so anyways, this chapter is unique because basically, you don't get to start with Sly, and you don't get Murray. So basically, we have to make our way... So we have to basically work with just Bentley. As such, you're not really going to be collecting the bottles this time around. Not yet. Because, well, a good chunk of them are going to be out of your reach. Yeah, it's not... But in a way, it's not really all that much different than if you were just trying to do a Bentley mission in a normal chapter, you know? It's just this time you just don't get to explore the area beforehand. Anyways, the Contessa's guards. They have a unique feature, basically. As you saw, there was a werewolf that popped out of that statue. So basically... Okay, there we go. Very good range there. So basically, sometimes if you're passing by a werewolf statue, it will burst open to reveal a guard, and you'll get ambushed. So just be cautious in that regard. Okay. So anyways. As for the Contessa as a whole, the Contessa, I have a bit of a mixed history with her. Where basically, the Contessa was nightmare fuel for me for years. Now, I am not particularly scared of spiders. Basically. But when it comes to large blue-skinned spiders that basically have piercing red eyes, that's where I kind of draw the line, you know, much like the Spider Queen in Okami. So basically, And not to mention the fact that the Contessa just looks drastically different from all of the other characters in the series. Where basically, with all the other characters, with the exception of Clockwork, they look at least somewhat anthropomorphic. Where basically it's like, okay, I can see humanistic qualities in these creatures, in these characters. But with the Contessa, she's just something else. It's like, what the hell kind of demon from hell popped out of the void? So yeah. It also doesn't help that the Contessa gets the technical horror stages of the game.
Aha,
We're gonna
the
steal her
Contessa
cable!
Is out making her rounds. Wait a second. The feathers on my sleep darts vibrate near sounds. If I maintain my position on top of this parabolic dish, I should be able to hear that frequency at a distance.
And I can steal her cable!
This is great!
I can free cable out of this!
If I guide the Contessa with my darts, I'll be able to listen in on whatever she says. I might even learn where she's locked up Sly and Murray.
Okay, so basically, look around for the Contessa. Come on. Come on, Contessa! Yeah, you can't really see the
The gang is falling apart. Spice shipments have all but stopped. I never would have joined if I'd known it would be this easy to disrupt the plan. At least the Cooper gang is under lock and key. Their lopsided morality flies in the face of man's inherent selfishness. Ah well, they'll see it my way soon enough.
Okay, where are you gonna pop up now? There you are. Okay, come on. Curse you, Contessa, blending in with the background.
Fools at Interpol. They keep sending me criminals and I keep making money. How come no one ever thought of this before? Hypnotize criminals and force them to reveal where they've hidden their fortune. I'm a genius. If only I had more spice to help me with the hypnosis.
Okay, is she gonna pop up to the left now? Okay, where are you? Yeah, see, that's the thing. The Contessa just blends in with the background. Ah, there you are.
That blasted Cooper gang. The fat one. What's his name? Murray. Yes, Murray. He'll be the first to break. I should spend a few sessions probing that feeble mind. I can only imagine the wealth that gang has accumulated over the years.
Okay, are you gonna pop up in the same place? Yes, she is. For some reason, she just popped up in the exact same locale. Okay, where are you? Okay, she's jumping over there. No, no.
That's Sly Cooper. Such a complex and rebellious mind. A month or two in the hole should break his spirit. Let him squat there week after week. He's seen that the guards along the wall all have motion detectors. There is no escape. Slowly, the reality of his captivity will set in, and I'll get to work on his mind.
Inconceivable! She's no healthcare professional! Why, that's the most heinous crime I've ever heard of! Putting inmates into hypnosis so they'll tell her where they've stashed their loot! It dishonors both law enforcement and thieves at the same time! I should get to work and figure out a way to break Sly out of the hole.
Okay, so for our next mission. Oh, by the way, the Contessa has a tank patrolling out the perimeter of her house. So anyways, let's just get going. Head over here. Okay, we can at least get this bottle. Oh, by the way, beware the Contessa's train that goes around this area. It will kill you in one hit. It will send you flying, and it is comedic. Yeah, kind of odd how the Contessa's minions are just so willing to just charge after us on the train tracks. Okay, so anyways. Let's get going over here. Yeah, I wonder what this train is used for. Okay, so anyways.
That computer is part of a control
Why does
system
Bentley
for
need
the
to actually
electromagnetic
give himself a briefing?
By hacking all the terminals along the train tracks, I should be able to reverse their polarity, thereby turning the train into a giant projectile. Without question, its impact on the prison walls should create a hole large enough for Sly to escape through.
Okay. Go, Bentley, hack! Oh yeah, now Bentley can hack without issue.
Nothing like a good computer hack job. I'll have to hack through these barrier nodes. I should move the right analog stick in the direction I want to unleash my hacker code.
Okay. Hack, hack, hack. And screw it. Yeah, I personally find hacking to be a little bit dull at times in this game. Sure, the hacking sections can be fun. But basically, but they're not as fun compared to other sections of the game. Okay, so anyways, let's go. Next one, right here. And the biggest obstacle of this mission is going to be the train itself, because it's just going to keep increasing its speed. It's just going to keep getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until basically it's pretty much just a bullet.
2 down, 4 more to go.
Yeah, as such, it's in your best interest to just stay off the tracks as much as you can. Okay, anyways, for this one, this is a classic format that you're going to be seeing throughout the second and third games. Basically, we have a barrier. We got to blast it while dodging a bunch of enemies. Yeah, thankfully with these ones, it's more or less patience. Okay, and there.
That should speed up the train by at least 50%.
Yeah, and it's going to start to get noticeable with the train speed. Okay, next one. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, the contestant goes in with the McAfee license. Yeah, what basically, there was just a part where basically Bentley's just trying to hack into a villain's computer and he can't stop him, he can't hack into it because they have McAfee. No, they have Windows Defender. Okay.
Just 2 more terminals.
Okay, that was horrible. Ow! Okay, our first death of the game. Death by train. Like I said, that train is the deadliest thing you're going to encounter. Yeah, the game does not play around when it comes to one-hit kills. Okay. Go, go, go. Okay, we're officially safe. Okay, blast, blast. The contest is getting out the web route. Okay. Thought we could go through the game without a single death. Thought we could go deathless.
Yes, the train's at full speed. Now, on to reverse the field's polarity.
Hack, Bentley, hack! Okay, we've got that. Okay, now all we have to do is just hack through this. Okay, more hacking. More hacking. Yeah, one thing about the hacking sections is that basically you'll quickly start to notice that the music does get a little repetitive with that bum 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 bum.
What a beautiful trajectory! Bullseye!
Okay. Now we can break Sly out. And in all actuality, this is, believe it or not, one of the shortest chapters in the game, where basically you only really have one phase before the heist. But we're going to get a bunch of missions that go along with it, so it kind of makes up for the overall lack of, well, phases. Yeah, Adrenaline Rush, really great way of just speeding through with Bentley.
All the guards along the prison wall are outfitted with a motion tracking device. There's no way for Sly to escape. Unless I take those guys out with my RC chopper.
Anyways, one interesting thing is that basically every time you kill a guard, there will be one less red light above Sly's holding area. Yeah, also these guys, they're apparently stronger than Rajan's guards, since they can take 2 bombs from Bentley.
She's taking damage. Catastrophe.
Yeah, thankfully the bullets don't do too much damage.
Tension, tension.
Ah, no. You don't need to play the Valkyries, Bentley.
I'm your worst nightmare, internal warp.
Yeah, too bad we can't knock these guys off.
Oh no! That does it! A motion sensor is offline!
And there's just a guard right there who's just completely ignoring Sly.
Can you read me?
How I missed that sensuous voice of yours.
Save the jocular comments for later. Do you see that hook above the train?
Yeah?
It's your only means of escape. Jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Then swing onto the back of the train. I've already established a safe house and downloaded its GPS coordinates into your binocucom. We'll rendezvous there.
Wow, you've really thought of everything.
Don't I always?
Yeah, you do. Thanks for busting me out.
Oh, well, you know the old saying, if you can't count on a friend to bust you out of jail, what kind of a friend are they?
Truer words were never said, wizard.
Okay, anyways, in order to complete this mission, just basically go back to the safe house. So anyways, we're back with Sly. We can now use hooks. Yeah, it is interesting though how they basically integrate all the old mechanics from the first game, just one level at a time. Okay, so anyways, while we're out, let's go bottle hunting. Yeah, there's no rush to basically get back to the base. All you have to do is just, well, get back. So with that, let's just go around and just search about. yeah, this level is actually the first place where you'll basically find spotlights in the overworld. So just be a little cautious there. You know what? I think it would be a good idea to basically just do this. Oh, come on! Contessa ruining our fun. The Contessa ruining our fun with basically her gate. But anyways, one thing about basically the stealth slide is that, as the name implies, it will actually not cause any noise. So you can basically use it as a substitute run to basically just get through areas. So yeah, this technique's pretty good for spots where you have lots of hills, you got lots of guards, namely this kind of level. Okay, so anyways, let's just go searching. Back in the day, this was a stage where I had a very hard time with basically finding all the bottles, namely because of the prison area. Okay, come on, get up, get up. Good, good. Aha! Knew there was something. You know, it's kind of funny how back when I first played this game, this area freaked me out a little. It freaked me out a lot, actually. Where basically just I was scared to go through this place. I didn't like the red. I didn't like the guards. It's jump scaring me. I didn't like the Contessa. But then as I got older, I started to appreciate this level for what it is, you know? It's actually kind of soothing. Come on, we were so close. Okay, does that guy have something? No, he does not. He's dying. Okay. Anyways, basically, though, this level actually does bring up something that I've been looking for a good time to talk about. Where basically, starting with this game, this was when Peter McConnell started composing for the Sly series. So basically, it is interesting because at around this time was when he created the music for Psychonauts. So basically, just when you're playing through some areas, and you're listening to the music, it can kind of sound similar to something you'd hear in Psychonauts. For example, the combat music here sounds like something that you would hear in Sasha 9's mind. Steal their time! Yeah, where it sounds like something that you'd hear as Rasputin's climbing up thorny towers. Okay, so anyways... yeah, we already got the bottle there. Now this is where things are going to get a little complicated for me. Because I don't know if this is how you're going to see it, basically. Just from a video perspective. But for me, this level is very dark. And I mean, it's very dark. Where basically, I'm actually seeing my reflection in my television right now. It's so dark. So basically, yeah. Basically, there are going to be times when I'm going to be struggling to find where I'm going. Okay, so anyways, let's set up here. Yeah, I'll put on the other timer, just to see how long we're going. Yeah, basically, depending on how things go, we'll basically just dedicate another video to just searching the area, getting treasures and the like. Okay. Jump over here. Yeah, there are plenty of bottles right along the train tracks, so basically, just keep your ears peeled. Yeah, though basically, in regards to the werewolf guards, basically, if you do a little analysis of the level, you'll notice that basically there is a bit of a dark lore behind them, you know? as to why they would be so quick to run across railroad tracks and the like while a train is actively speeding along. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, ow. Die. Okay, I'm just trying to find a way around. Come on. Thankfully the spiders give out first aid, so that's good. Okay, come on. Okay, jump over here. Okay, let's climb up this pole and grab that bottle before we forget. Aha! Knew I was hearing something. Like I said, the bottles will play tricks with you. They will play tricks with your mind. The Contessa plays tricks with your mind in this level with her bottles. Okay, I sense a bottle nearby. Okay. Yeah, where the music here, for example, it reminds me a lot of basically when you're going through the second mine in the game, the Oleander Dreamscape. Basically the Forest of Meat. And just the combat theme you hear there. But hey, I have no complaints in that regard. Come on. Come on, jump! Up the pole! Up the pole! The pole! There! You have to actually jump a little behind. The game just does not want to register. Okay, half the bottles have been collected. Good. Okay, smack you. Okay, aha, another bottle. Okay, so yeah, surprisingly enough, just navigating the outside of this level isn't that bad. It's once you're going inside, that's where the real problem is. When you're in the prison. Aha. Yeah, this bottle is one of my favorites in the level because basically the heist will actually spawn you in front of this bottle. So if you haven't collected it, just boom, there you go. One free bottle. Okay. Yeah, we haven't really explored the ground level. Yeah, now we can use barrels freely. Which, this is a perfect time to use them. hide in and just wait for the guy to pass. Or sometimes they just love to just stand right in front of you and just shine that light on your barrel non-stop. Yeah, the Contessa just does not pay her guys. That's how you know. That's one way you know that the Contessa has some screws loose. Not just the whole, oh, the Contessa, she wants to hypnotize criminals so they give her the location of their wealth. Then basically she doesn't spread it around. She spreads nothing. She's not Dimitri. Dimitri is a freaking saint when it comes to his guys. Dimitri's basically giving them money. He's giving them praise. The Contessa, she's basically on a Raleigh level. She's a Raleigh level boss. She's an absolute Raleigh level boss. Just love how basically just comparing the Sly bosses on the Raleigh scale. Basically, if you're a worse boss than Raleigh, then if you're on par with Raleigh, then basically you know you're doing something wrong as a Sly villain as far as your subordinates are concerned. Aha! Knew there was a bottle nearby. First off, I'm going to go up here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. There we go. Another bottle, and I think the rest are going to be found within the prison itself. I don't think the treasures spawn until basically after you trigger the plan stage. Okay, come on, jump. Okay, nope, you actually can get them. But we're not going to get them just yet. Okay, and another one gathered. Why would the Contessa be storing her treasures within her prison? Then again, I mean, that would be a pretty secure area. Was the Contessa just want to have a pretty globe to look at while she's skulking her prison grounds? Yeah, if we can find one that isn't linked to a timer, then basically that would be great, because then we can just run around with it. Okay, now things are going to get a little complex. Okay, I think that there is one that isn't on a timer. Yep, this one right here. You're on a job. Come back later, Sly. Yeah, no fun for Sly. No fun for Sly Cooper. Okay. Okay, wait for him to pass. Okay. And there. Silver medal. Seriously, the Contessa's just underpaying these guys. And then, like I said before, she's Raleigh level. You're Raleigh level, madame. You are Raleigh levels. Well, what else do you expect from a literal Black Widow? Basically, both in terms of species and in terms of basically just killing off her husband to take his land. She killed the general. Speaking of which, the Contessa actually does store barrels of spice around this area. And funny story about that, basically, when I first played this level and I saw the red spice, I was like, oh my gosh, she put the general in the barrel. She's putting the general's blood in the barrel. Just doing some Bentley. Oh my gosh, with the green goop. Yeah, Bentley doesn't call the health inspector anytime in this game. They're not worthy of the health inspector. The health inspector and his power to strike down all those who oppose. All those who dare to defy. Defy the will of the health inspector. You defy the will of life. Okay, there's a bottle down there. I'm definitely going for it. Okay, yeah, we're going to need to get back up onto the prison wall. Just so that way we can just check out to see what's going on. Okay. Thankfully, there's another we're going to be getting another mission soon that's great for just going around and getting the bottles. Oh, by the way, the vault is actually accessible now. Because basically, it's right in the Contessa's crawl space. We're just robbing the Contessa's house. We're just taking her vault that she has in the basement of her house that she can't even reach. Seriously, the Contessa has a vault that she cannot reach. She can't crawl in there unless the Contessa can somehow compress her body that of like Paper Mario, where she's just compressing it. She's just sliding in. She's just settling right in. Oh, by the way, just for the first time in the Sly Cooper in the history of the Sly series, Carmelita is not featured in an even numbered chapter, basically, an even numbered episode. Ah, come on. Trying to find my way on there. Drat, and fiddlesticks. Gonna need to find another way to get up there. Okay. Let's get going. Okay. Yeah, I think it's starting to get a little late into the episode, so let's get that one bottle and then just make our way back to the safe house. Okay, we got all but 5 bottles, which is pretty good. Ah, there's another one. Don't mind. No! Did I mention that sometimes in this level, the hitboxes can be a little off? Because they can be a little off. Where you're trying to climb onto a pole, only to basically to rail walk. Seriously, the rail walk takes precedence over the climb. It's kind of weird, just the priority sequence of just the power of the abilities. Okay. Okay, is there anything up there? Nope. Yeah, I just want to do a roundabout. Okay. How to get up there? Okay, good, thank you. Okay, just 3 more bottles. Okay, and hopefully they should be somewhere nearby. Okay, I'm hearing something. Like that. Come on, no. Spring me up. Yeah, this is another good way to get into the prison. Okay. Yeah, very good progress. Very good progress. Okay, was I hearing something nearby? Yeah, you get a great jump right there. Okay, fallen victim to phantom clinging. Okay, and let's finish off the mission.
Okay, here's the situation. I've done some deep database crunching and figured out that Murray is doing time in cell block D. Getting him out is going to be tough. As you know, he's not very light on his feet. First, we'll need to get Murray into an isolation cell away from the other inmates. Second, I'll need you to get a sample of the Contessa's encryption algorithm. Don't worry, I'll explain later. Third, you'll need to pickpocket a few keys from the Contessa, but watch out for her pack of bodyguards. And fourth, you'll have to deactivate her giant attack robot. No, really, Sly, I'm serious. The Contessa has a giant attack robot. It just looks like a water tower. Now, once you've pulled off all these jobs, we'll be ready to make a play for the big guy.
Okay, first things first. There we go. And I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, see you next time. Bye.